Hey y'all, it's Kelly at Crochet My Life. How are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. Um, I've just been piddling around here today. I got up early this morning and before the sun rose, it was just about to peek over the horizon. And Dalton is taking his he's taking GED classes now twice a week where he can get his GED. And I have to drive him down there, and then somebody brings him back home, I hope. He usually has transport back and forth, but this is a little different because he has to be there so early, you know. Um, but I'm real excited for for him. Last week, we had to go down to a therapist office and do the yearly questions that we have to do every year. And so they set something up to where he would have something called peer support. And so they got the ball rolling. He got his Georgia ID, and he was tickled when he got it. He said I had to go down there to give some more information, and I had to be there really, and at the DMV. And after he took his picture and everything, he looked at me. He said, "Mama, I'm so happy." I don't think he'll ever drive because I just don't think he said he really don't want to learn. So, but he's got his Georgia ID now. And so I said, well, that means you'll be able to vote, and he really wanted to vote this year, but he didn't have it. And I should have got it a long time ago, but it just kept getting put off, but they've helped. So he got it, and then they've enrolled him in GED classes. So I'm hoping that he'll stick with it, and he'll be able to get his GED. He's very smart. I mean, the boy can tell you anything you want to know about, who got elected to prime minister this week, and I mean something that happened 50 years ago. He's really into history. Among other things, he likes to look into, his video games and things like that. He likes his music and all. But so he's very smart. He's just math got him a lot in school. So that's the thing that would be on the worry, the math part, because they make it so complicated. But I'm real proud that he's really wanting to do it. Now, when he gets home today, he might feel differently because you sit there, I guess, I don't know what they'll do, sit there with him half the day or whatever and concentrate on his studies. In school he did okay, except for math, and if something he was really interested, he did really well, but math never was, and it never was mine either, and I could not help him, here with math. And but in school it was a lot of bullying, and he's different in certain areas, and people don't understand that, and they'll pick on him, and so he didn't have fond memories of school, but I think he missed it when I took him out, because he was having so many problems and they wasn't helping. But anyway, I say all that to say this: just keep your fingers crossed for Dalton, and that he gets this little accomplishment, because he needs it. I told him, I said, when you get it, we're gonna throw a party. I'm gonna order him a cap and gown and all that. I think it needs to be special for him, so I'm gonna do something like that for him. That's my intention. I'm definitely gonna throw him a party. I hope a little party with some folks over. But yeah, so I took him to that and got back, and I've just been sitting in my chair piddling. I vacuumed and clothes and bathrooms, did all that little stuff, and all. So I moved around a little bit, but so I thought I'd get on here today and just show you what I've been working on, and what I've finished, and just do a little bit of gabbing. Thank y'all for stopping in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for every comment. I love them. And every like you throw on me. I appreciate that. I've got some new subscribers. Last week I got a few more. I think may have 15. I'm not exactly sure. Of course, you know that dropped some, but you know I'm just happy. So if you're new, thank you. You know, and I hope you stick around. And I love all my people that has been with me for the longest. I love all y'all. So yeah. So I just wanted to show you some stuff, and it's not nothing major. It's just some stuff I've been ticky-tacking every day on. I don't know if I showed y'all. I think I did. This little guy out of this book. I've been watching everybody show those mushy whatever boys or whatever, mushroom boy or something, and the pattern. You know, I seen the pattern now, but I didn't buy the pattern. It's in that cart, but so far I've been doing that. So, but in this little book, it had this little guy, and he was what was he called? If I can find, oh yeah, here he is. He was Gus the Enchanted Mushroom. So there he is right there. So I wanted to make him, and he was pretty little easy make. This book is a good little book, and I've made a couple of patterns out of here, and I've made I made this guy, Barnabas. Of course, I didn't make him exactly. I think the mouth might have been different. He's over here somewhere, hanging out in a bag. But anyway, there's his picture right there. I made that little guy. And I've made the little pig in here that could fly, has wings. Here he is, right? Or she, whatever. I gave that to my little neighbor girl because they were raising pigs. I don't know if they still got pigs or not. I ain't been hearing them squeal. And I got rid of the pigs. I made that. That was a fun little cute make. These patterns, that so far the ones I have made, have been very simple, easy patterns, but they're cute. This is the one I want to make next, Cyclops. I don't know. I just have I like to look at the little monsters, but I think he's cute. So that's the one I would like to make. The next thing I make out of this book when that happens. But I don't exactly have that color yarn. I got some mustard, but it ain't quite that mustardy looking. So here's my little mushroom man, and he was real easy. I got the little smile. I probably could have do a different smile. Sometimes he wants to look like that, you know, when I poke his little lip down a little bit. But he was fun to make. I kind of was trying to make it too hard right here, you know, joining them. And I thought, Kelly, you're making this way too much harder than it needs to be. And so I finally give it up and just went to work. You know, sometimes you read a pattern and you make it make it a little bit harder than it needs to be, you know. So I thought about putting me a little glue, you know, and sticking right here so his feet will be more in front, but I think he's okay. So, but yeah, he was cute. I put on the little eyes and all. So made all the little toe, whatever them things called, spots is what the book calls them, and put on there. So finished this off Sunday. It rained here all day, and we just laid around watching TV and movies, and so I finished him Sunday. So yeah, he was enjoyable. I don't know what will happen to the mushroom guy, but I think he's a pretty fun guy. So I made him, and I I kind of been liking making the little small stuff. So I've had this book beside me, and I love these little books. This is a Search Press book, and it's written in UK terms, so you just, you know, use the US terms, you know, when you're crocheting. You just have to remember that. But I have made several things in here. I've made the bear, and I've made the fox. I've made a monkey. I've made a cat. Seemed like I've made something. I don't think I made the elephant. I think I followed another tutorial, another pattern for that. But you know, the elephant's cute. Look at that. So I started working on it. I made this. Does it look like a squirrel? So I made a little squirrel. Such a fun little cute little makes, you know, out of these books. I don't know. I'm just liking the little tiny stuff, you know. So I thought it was fun to make, and I made my embroidery my eyes in there. I did a pretty good job this time. So got some fuzzies right there from the old polyfill. So I enjoyed making. I was trying to make the little feet too hard, and now I finally just give up and said, just put them on there. So I put the little feet together. You know, you make two parts and you sew this part on it. So yeah, I love making squirrels. I guess because I like to watch them. But yeah, this is some big twist yarn. So, you know, that might look like a gray hair. So yeah, that's my little squirrel. And then last night I made this. I finished him off this morning. Cute little koala. I mean, it's so fun. It's so simple because, you know, you're just making a little ball, and then this little thing, you attach them, and then you make your little pieces. So I could probably put a little keychain on it. It might be a keychain for somebody. But, you know, I thought, well, one of these days maybe I'll have somewhere and I can display them. I don't know. But I just enjoy it, you know. I'm just enjoying I don't know. I got so many little people laying around this room, you know, and different things. And but I enjoy doing it. It's fun to do it, and you know, quick. I mean, it's a little quick pattern, but it's fun to when they come together. So yeah, I may have a whole room full of toys. But, you know, sometimes somebody will come over and I'll say, well, they might have a little child with them, and I'll say, I got something I can give you. Last week, my husband, or week before last, he did some welding for a man who runs a bulldozer company. And me and his wife, we met at the gym when I was years ago, when I could go to the gym and get on that treadmill and go, and we made friends. And I said, well, wait a minute, I got something I want to send with you, Mr. Robbie. And I sent her some dishcloths home, and that chicken, that granny square chicken, you know, I made chick. I sent that to her. And I knew it. I knew that he would forget about it. He forgot about it. I never did hear from her. And I said, Miss Peggy, I said, did Mr. Robbie give you that little thing? She said, no. She said, I'll ask him about it. And sure enough, it was still in that old pickup truck. And she told me thank you, you know. But sometimes, you know, that's what I'll do is I'll send some little something home with somebody, you know. So that's my three little makes. And then I made this little guy last night. This is supposed to have it's a tutorial I found on YouTube. And got me some notes here. It's Aang Designs. It's fruit mushrooms, and you're supposed to put some green sprouts up here, but I didn't do it. I think he looks just fine without it. So it's fruit mushroom. It's AN Designs, ANDESIGNS. I'll link it if anybody's interested. Whatever I'm talking about, if I can link it, I will. So, and I made this with some Walmart Mainstay, and this is some Red Heart Metallic, and I've just got just a little bit of left of that. I've been using it. I might have another ball somewhere in one of these tubs, but I've been using this little metallic yarn, and you probably can't even see that, in some of my little projects, just to, you know, use up my little scraps. So, but yeah, so that's my little fun little finished pretties this week. And I've been watching TV and you know, just piddling, just not worrying about it, getting stressed out over things and what I can accomplish. I've just been having fun, just piddling. But so that's my finished pretties. Now, would y'all like to see my whips? I ain't got but two. I worked on my happily stained blanket some. Not a lot, but I worked on it, and then I had to pull out and start over because I got, you know, when you work on something, you lay it down, you can forget, and I do. But here's my happily stained blanket, and I've started over with the pattern. And I hope I have enough of everything, since I can't buy, you know, big twist anymore. But I deleted my app on my phone. I said, well, it ain't no sense of having this out, because it got to where it went, as soon as they filed and all that, everything kind of changed real quickly. And so I said, well, I can't buy no yarn right now anyway, so ain't no use to me having an app no more. So I deleted the app off my phone. I hadn't bought yarn from Joanne since July. So, and that was a lot of yarn I wanted, trust me. But maybe somebody else will pick up the brand, because I like Big Twist, and you know, I'm just a, you know, acrylic Big Twist person. And I got some of this, you know, not a lot, but I mean, for me, you know, as slow as I am, it's enough. Warm Brights. But I wanted some of that gecko and all that, but maybe somebody else will pick up that. I'm not stressing about it, you know, because there's yarn out there for me to buy if I want, you know, I get ready to something different. But yeah, so I'm enjoying this little blanket. I got to, there's all them ends. Show you this side. It's a fun little pattern, you know. I've got it written down in my little book. It's what I did, you know, sometimes when I watch like this right here. She don't talk, and it's music in the background, but the music is so soothing. And then she puts everything on the screen. And she makes a little mistake when she's doing that. But if you read the comments, it'll tell you, somebody will bring it up. And I was having trouble. I said, this is not working out. So I went to the comments, and sure enough, she had made an error in one of the rows, and it was row, what was it? I think it was like row 11, yeah. But see, I just write it down in my little book. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. It's got video notes and things I've, you know, say I want to clean, you know, to-do list, and I'll write down recipes in here and tear them off and put them in my recipe book. But I like this book because of that saying. Kind of gets you through the day. Picking it up and looking at it. So yeah, so that's my whip that I'm working on. And then I'm working on my emotional support chicken. And I just got through with the chest part. And now I'm fixing to work on the neck. Ain't got but a few more pages. I'm working on this slow, y'all, because it's been a lot of controversy on the pattern. You know, people complaining about the pattern and this, and that, and the other, and they had to change it or whatever. I think I've got the right version, because so far, you know, knock on some presswood, everything's going okay. A while ago, I was fixing to do, I got up here to this part. This is the chest. Well, chesty. But this is the chest, and I thought, that just don't look like it's working out right. I thought, I'm going to tear all this back. And I said, no, don't do that yet. I said, just work it out and see if it comes out with the right number. And it did, you know. So now I got to work on the neck. So I'm just taking my time because, like I said, I really wanted to make this, but I'm just not getting myself all confused. And I check off my, you know, this part. I check off each row. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And I got all these, this bag right here. And it's just full of little snippets of stuff in it. So I'm just drawing out of this and making some small things. And I'm going to put some of this in my chicken. So the neck, y'all. Now I've got a little thing going on, kind of matching this right here. But I kind of want to put some blue or something in it. What would y'all make the neck? So here's this is going to be the, I don't know, I'm confused now. Anyway, the neck. So what would you do? Because you know it's going to be one side, then the other side. So this is for the neck. And I think then the next part is the head. So I'm thinking I'll put some blue. But I don't know. You know, because I like to match. I would like it all to match. But then again, I'd like it to be a little different too. So I don't know. I've been working with so much pink here lately. I don't know if I want to put any pink in it. But I was thinking about some blue. There's some light purple or something. But see, I got all these little snippets, and it probably would be just enough to put, you know. Then I got, you know, variegated, so I don't know what I'm going to come up with next. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the pattern, but you just kind of have to watch each row. And I've been watching the tutorial, you know, along the way too, just to get the gist of each beginning part, you know. And they must have put that together after they had all that controversy over the pattern. And it's a little out there. You know, they a little out there, but you know, they're teaching me. She's teaching me, so that's all that matters. So yeah, and so I'm making that with my dot hook, a 4.5. But I wanted to tell you, you know, I bought these big twist hooks, and I bought those several months back. I showed them. And I enjoy working with these. They're shorter shaft, but I've made my little things with the little hook. Well, it's a you can't hardly see it on here, but a 3.75. So, but yeah, so I like these little hooks. So if you're in Joann's and they're going to put this on clearance, which they really, from everybody's videos, they really ain't been doing a whole lot off on anything. But everybody's just going in there and buying, I guess. So if you think you might like a new set of hooks, I paid $11.99 for those. I had some kind of deal, you know, and I got free shipping or something too. They had a deal. I noticed they cut all that out, you know, a couple of weeks ago. You wasn't getting no deals on shipping, and you really wasn't getting no deals on anything, you know, as far as ordering online. So that kind of was, you know, dirty, I thought. I guess they just want to make as much money as they can. But anyway, I do hope somebody picks up that line, and I hope we find out. I hope somebody smart on YouTube sues that out and tells us about it. So, you know, I just now learned how to put my tripod up. I do things slow. I catch on slow on that kind of stuff, and but yeah, sorry for the shake. So that's what I've been doing, and I don't know what I want to work on next. I gotta make them dishcloths. I gotta get back on that. But that thing sure is cute. And I seen Miss Julie showed her monster, and I really like that. But I don't think I'm gonna get brave enough to get on that monster book just yet. I don't really have the right yarn, I don't think, to make a monster. I mean, this purple mite, she made hers in purple. She bought her some DK yarn from Joann's, I think, to make, and I loved hers. But this is Bitty Stripe. No, this is not Bitty Stripes. This is Instant Classic by I Love This Yarn. That's not too bad, is it? I think that's the only ball I got of that. I might have a partial somewhere. Usually when I go to Hobby Lobby, I don't buy a bunch of yarn unless I happen to be on the clearance, and that has been, once or twice in the last 8 or 9 years, if even that. And it's all still in the box over there because I was making scarves and shawls back then. That's before I got the amigurumi bug. I got a bunch of shawls and things back in these buckets and things I've made in the past, and I tried to sell them, but on Facebook, but I never did get no interest in it, so that really bummed me out on that. So then I got the amigurumi bug, and I haven't been able to get off of it. Of course, I try to do other things, along the way, but amigurumi is really makes me happy, and but yeah, I want to make a monster like, in that book, but it's gonna be a little bit. So I reckon that's about all I got for you. We'll work on that blanket and figure out what I want to do exactly next. I got some more of those little books. I might try to drag them out of my storage boxes. I keep 2 little storage boxes beside my chair, and they have a lot of my books in them. The books I really gravitate to. Then I got another little box, and I got a few things back here, but every once in a while I'll sit in a chair and dig something out, so I may have to get in there and try to dig me something else out. But I just enjoy it. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't crochet. I really don't. And this arm has really bothered me lately from me falling, and of course I injured it when I was working and it never healed up. But I'm pressing through. I ain't gonna let it stop me completely from crocheting. It's not gonna do that. I'll rub that icy hot or whatever on it and warm up and do it. But it just, you rotate your arm a little bit, and it kind of twinges. Then when I lay down at night, when I roll over, it hurts. And then the knee will pop, and then I'm awake. But that's just life, I reckon. After a certain point in your life, I guess that's just the way it is. So yeah, I really wished I could get on some of that sales in Dollar Tree they have. I like this yarn too, but my Dollar Tree here in town, it don't have nothing in it as far as yarn no more, and it never did have. It had one little bitty basket, and I don't go nowhere outside of our little area much, because I don't like walking no more. It hurts. But yeah, I like the $1.25. You can't beat it. And then they was doing that $5 Just Yarn, I think, big old skeins, and of course that's a pipe dream to get something like that at my Dollar Tree. But I'm gonna hang out with what I got and do what I can with it, and enjoy the journey. All right, y'all. Well, I reckon I'm gonna hop off of here and get ready to figure out what we're going to do for supper. I got some steaks laid out. I think I'm going to make something like a stir fry tonight. And also, we'll see what we do. Okay, well, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank y'all for coming by.